explore the unique experiences of Honorable Stephanus Mokgosi, a key political figure who served as Namibia's Deputy Minister of Home Affairs from 2005 to 2006, the Minister of Land Resettlement from 2007 to 2010, and as the Swapo Regional Treasurer. Having had personal interactions with Dr. Sam Nujoma, the founding president of Namibia, Mokgosi offers valuable insights into the leadership style and character of the late President Nujoma. Through his recollections, we gain a deeper understanding of Nujoma's connection to the people of Namibia and his impact on those who supported him throughout the struggle for independence. Stephanus Mokgosi, thank you so much for making time to join us, and very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you so much. Now, you had the privilege of hosting Dr. Sam Nujoma at your home during his visits to Gobabis. Could you share a memorable experience or moment that stands out from those occasions?
Colleague, let me make use of this opportunity to send my condolences to the Nujoma family, the Kandobolo family, and the Namibian nation at large. We have lost a leader. We have lost a legend. Coming to your question, I thought to start from bottom, where we were groomed leaders, where what you are talking about, but then we started from the top. You know, hosting a leader of such a really colleague is not a small thing. Let me explain it in a simple way. During his visit to my house, when hosting him, me and my wife, colleague, the furniture like a chair was not, coming to my thought that I should sit down. There was no, it was like there was no chairs. This is how big the presence of the president felt when I hosted him. And it was during the time when the COD was formed. And he came to campaign for the party. And then during his visit there, I'll try to get out of the house, do some campaigning, or have a bigger audience attendance at the Lechari. And then he will shout at me, come, where's the guy that is hosting? I will come, sit, and he'll ask some questions. Colleague, brief us about the leadership. Apart from hosting us, you are in the leadership. Brief us. Corporate President Ulenga has just created himself. The way things are now here, it's like he has a sleeping lion for that matter. And I said, explain, what is happening? Coming to the office as a treasurer, and then I explained that people are coming in big numbers. This is a phenomenon that we don't normally see. People coming in big numbers, asking for membership cards, asking for anything they can put their hands on in Swapo colors. That's when we knew that, no, this guy has problems for himself. And I was briefing the president. While briefing the president, he was asking me this in my, my home language. It was, some of these questions. He was, if not mistaken, he was next to and he was speaking. But then I was answering English because I'm not so sure how far can he go with this one. And then, but then later on, after explaining to him, he explained to, he said, Rick, we are in for a good thing. It was all coming. The comrade telling us that it's in big trouble here, no matter. And exactly when we went to the stadium, the Khari, full house. Then I was myself very happy to see a full stadium because we were at work very hard with a colleague to have that full stadium. So that is in terms of hosting. But then I was not the only one, for all these years during our growing up in hosting. He was, going from house like McLeod, Comrade Pio, he was, giving everybody. He was just trying to stay out of hotels and away from people. That was his leadership style. Am I answering your question?
Yes. I guess we can move on to the fact that, this humble approach to leadership. What did you learn from it? How did it influence the way you not only led but also served the people when you were entrusted with a position of power?
Yes, colleague, I picked up a lot. I picked up a lot that, Comrade, founding father has an undeniable breadth, wherever he went. And you can feel it, whether you are outside the hall, him discussing issues within the community hall, you will feel outside. But then his, the way he carried himself, dignified, but a very ordinary individual, very humble. And that was his style of leadership. The guard around him will tell people not to come close. And say, no, listen, let them come in. And we learned a lot from him. No, colleague, it's just the position, but we are for our people. And then exactly when this councillor, deputy minister, I used to go from, office to office, visiting ordinary staff, whether it's in works or home affairs. You remain simple. There's nothing you should fear. And then the people who like you are out of position now. I'm not in the same position. But then when I went, the staff members of both the three ministries that were there will come running to me. The deputy minister, councillor, we have learned a lot from our founding father. Don't let positions go. Just serve as far as you can, serve. Just serve the people. Don't hesitate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was expected of you and many others who were serving in leadership positions when it came to Dr. Sam Nujoma's approach, to leadership? I mean, we've had so many conversations with various individuals who have interacted with him in different capacities, and many of them will tell you it was all about business. He didn't want a half-done job. But talk to us about, what he required from individuals who he had appointed in positions of influence, where they were entrusted with serving the Namibian people.
Yes, the thing that we have learned from the comrades, he will never leave the issue unresolved. Go back. He will come back to Kobabis and stay for a whole 3 days, coming and solve issues here in Kobabis, infights and so on, comrades of misunderstanding. And then he will not just come to, solve. He'll come with a solution and he'll propose that, colleagues, here's the solution to this problem. And that is why we liked him. He liked this region. He was so connected to this region. Later on, they found that this because it was the gateway to freedom. I mean, to bring us freedom through Kobabis. And then, of course, the leaders that he interacted with before leaving the country to pick up some arms for the liberation. And then what we have picked up also about his leadership style is the decisiveness. He will take a decision, whether you like it or not, after listening for 5 hours or 4 days. So no, colleagues, decisions will be taken, and here's the decision. Whether right or wrong, he will take that decision and stay with it. And right or wrong. And the other thing that we have heard, hard working. How, during our conferences, staying with us there till late. So, we were wondering, but then this character, and he was very charismatic, like these charismatic leaders of the churches, very charismatic. And then how do you stay away from a charismatic leader that inspire you to stay closer to him? There is no way you can stay away. You come closer and closer, and this is how we make us, some of us, to follow him without reservation, and because he's so charismatic, he has the style. Just look at he was not allergic to learned people, diplomas. He surrounded himself knows that who he is. He has sent you and you will come up. You must come back with a report. This is what we have learned in terms of leadership style from Comrade Founding Father, that you fear not. You fear not for the intellectuals. You can only combine the elections up something good for yourself and the country. Yeah, colleague, I don't know whether I'm answering your question, but this is...
You definitely are. But to wrap up the conversation, looking back on your time working with Dr. Nujoma, what legacy do you think he leaves for future generations in terms of what they can learn in the face of the struggles that you and many others faced before independence, and them being a younger generation having to deal with other struggles in terms of developing the country as well, and the role that they can play? What are some of those key lessons that they can learn from the late founding president?
Colleague, one thing that stands out is that not a single blood was spilled because of him wanting to stay in power. When the time came for him to leave, he just left. Of course, we gave him an extra 5 years to serve, because 10 was not enough. And then although some of the comrades wanted him to stay longer, he said, no, I'm going. That is top of everything. Not a single blood was spilled because he wanted power, he wanted to remain. And then, of course, the one legacy that we also imparted to us as young leaders: colleagues, don't involve yourself in corruption, nepotism, tribalism. And he used to say, I will remember this word. I remember that when he used to say, colleagues, if you character, please have character as a person. Have character, because if you have character, it will protect your peace. But then, as youngsters, we could not understand. But later on, when we came into positions of leadership in the party and as well as in government, while traveling abroad, opportunities availing themselves to travel abroad, here comes the character. The temptation started to come in. You remember just one word. Your character is something that you possess when you are in a dark place or during the day. If you don't have character, you will lose your vision and your direction. You will come back with the news if you are not careful. If you understand what I mean.
Yes, absolutely. Mr. Stephanus Mokgosi, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing those personal stories about between you and the late founding president and his interaction with you on a personal level. Highly appreciated. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Faisal. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. Stephanus Mokgosi, former Deputy Minister of Home Affairs between 2005 and 2006, and also served as the regional treasurer for the Swapo party, just sharing his personal interactions with the late founding president.